USPSA. Hey, this is a recap video of the video I did 9 months ago. I've been to 10 USPSA matches since then. I have a better idea of what you need and what you gotta do to get started into the USPSA, and I'm gonna make this video shorter. This is everything that you need to bring to a USPSA match. Most important thing you're gonna need some sort of eye protection, and you're gonna need some sort of ear protection. Next, you're going to need the pistol that you're going to be shooting with. If you can, I would bring a backup pistol too. It helps if it's the same model and caliber as well. Next, you'll need magazines. You do not need this many magazines, but I would say bring at least 3 magazines. You will need a holster and magazine carriers. A belt setup is not necessary, but it is highly recommended. You're going to need ammo. You can't shoot a match without ammo, so I would bring at least 5 boxes of ammo, which is roughly 250 rounds. Bring more if you can. Bring some sort of case or bag to stuff your pistol in. This is the basics. This is the minimal stuff you need. Let's talk about some optional stuff that I bring with me. A speed loader to help you load mags, a multi-tool, an adjustment screwdriver for my iron sights or for my red dot sights, chapstick, pens and markers, sunscreen, bug spray, gun lube, little toolkit, butt wipes, camera, work gloves, and an IFAK. I almost forgot some of the most important things you need. Bring some sort of water source, bring some sort of electrolytes, enhancer shit, whatever, and then bring snacks. So that's all the shit you need for a match. Next thing you need to do is you need to go to practicescore.com. This is where you sign up for all your matches. I have a separate video breaking down exactly how to use PracticeScore, but this is the website where everything happens. When you sign up for a match, you got to figure out what division you're going to be in. There's a division for every kind of pistol you can own. If you have iron sights, if you have optics, if you have single stacks, if you have crazy race guns, there's a division. These are all the divisions that are in the USPSA. I have a video that goes down every single division and breaks down the most common rules. These are the most popular divisions that you will most likely be participating in. First timers, get to the match early. Walk the stages if you can. Sometimes they're not done setting up. If they're not done setting up, help out, get the thing going. It's a volunteer sports. And then get an idea of the stages. The hardest thing of USPSA is figuring out the order you are going to do the stage. Some stages are very easy where it's a clear path. You go this way and shoot the targets this way. Some, there are multiple paths and multiple ways to do the stage. So that is going to be the hardest part, and it gets easier the more and more you do it. So if you're completely confused at first, don't sweat it. It's going to happen. There are some matches that are still very hard to figure out, and you're going to fuck some up. It's what's going to happen. Just do your best, and this is your first match. Just be happy that you get every stage done, every target shot. That's the most important thing. Dry fire practice. The very simple dry fire practice you can do to get ready for USPSA. Take a piece of paper, fold it in half, cut it in half, and practice shooting at that. If you can, 7 yards in your house. If you can't, smaller, closer is fine. But if you can do 7 yards, cool. After you get really good just getting on target with a target this size, make a square the size of a credit card or your driver's license, throw it in the middle, and then start practicing on that from 7 yards further if you can. If you have, a 10-yard lane somewhere in your house or in your backyard, whatever, this is a good little way. If you can have multiples of these, even better. That is the bare bone basics. The stuff you need to know before your first match. USPSA can be daunting, or it can be like most people are thinking, oh, I'm not ready to do a match. None of that shit matters. My first match, there was a kid there that was fucking terrible. Rumor has it he's still trying to hit the steal that he missed on stage 5. Regardless, if you are terrible, go to a USPSA match. You will find out exactly what you need to work on. If you think you're really good, but you're not good enough to hang with these guys, don't sweat it. There's a bunch of people there that suck. It's what it is. If you think, oh, I'm going to get showed up by a bunch of younger people, there was a guy at my last match that was 81 years old. He was slow and having the time of his life. There is no excuse, no skill level restriction that is preventing you from going. Just go to a match. You're going to have fun, and it will help you realize where you need to improve. Another thing people bitch about the USPSA, oh, there's a fuck ton of rules. I'm not going to remember all that shit. It's so much simpler than you think. There are some division-specific rules, but that's about it. Just when you sign up, figure out what division you're going to be in. Look at the rule set for that division. It's all pretty basic shit, just pretty much saying what equipment you can use, what kind of gun you can use. And then for the actual like stage rules, it's basic range safety. Keep the gun pointing in a safe direction. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. Make sure what's behind your target, all the 4 basic safety rules. The 180 rule is the biggest one that you gotta worry about, where everything in front of me is where I should be shooting. Anything behind me, I should not be pointing my gun at. So if you're running from one shooting spot to another shooting spot, if you're running and you accidentally turn, you're pointing the gun now behind you, that's a DQ. That's the biggest rule that you gotta worry about. As long as you're not doing that, you're good to go. And you know, keeping your finger off the trigger, I even did it right now in demonstration, just naturally. Keep your finger off the trigger when you're moving, when you're getting back on target, you can get back in there. But the rules are much simpler than the 126-page rule book seems to be. And that's it for my shitty little video breakdown of what you need to get started into the USPSA. I hope this helped. I have individual breakdowns of all the topics I talked about in this quick video. Then those videos are 20 minutes long or 15 minutes long. They break down everything way better detail. And if you have any questions, hit me up. Thanks for watching. Remember, practice, train, dry fire. Listen to death metal. Birds aren't real. Fuck Patrick Mahomes.